All right, today we are outside, and this is actually Gibbs and I's second time outside. I tried to videotape what we did before, but the wind took the video camera and actually blew it over there onto the lawnmower before I noticed and missed all of the training session. Anyway, today Gibbs is 13 weeks old, so we are moving along, and we are moving along on the lesson. I'm sorry you missed the other lesson, but I'm gonna reinforce basically what I did last time, kind of pick up where we left off, and then just move forward. I am using these brackets that we did last time to help remind him what we're doing, and I'm going to put the one odor down so he knows to look for them. We are outside because this is something new, and this will create some challenges with the wind, the birds chirping. I'm choosing not to make it even more challenging by putting it out on the grass, because the grass presents its own set of challenges, and with all the smells coming up from the ground. So I kind of do not want him to be distracted by that yet. So I'm on the deck here, which has some sense, but still can make it workable. If this is too much of an environment for your dog, just go back inside where the environment's less distracting for your dog, and they'll work. So let's get going. I'm going to put some brackets down on the ground. I'm probably not going to put as many as I did last time because I'm just reinforcing what he did last time. All right, here's some brackets. I have one already loaded up, and I'm going to put it down. I'm not worried about him trying to find one right now because I know I have it. So, and apparently he knows I have it too. All right. I am going to give him a treat over here so he's not looking where I'm putting the odor, and then he needs to find it. And it has probably been close to 5 days since we did a lesson, so he might be a little bit slower on the uptake here. Yeah, his nose was right on it. Good boy. And he didn't even realize what he had found until he went past it. I also, since I'm on the deck, good boy, using a little bit wider treats for him so they don't fall down into the crack. Yes, good boy. Okay, so one of the things to keep in mind about outside odor, and actually any odor that you are using in the house, the more you move it around, the more it might actually confuse the dog. So the best ones that you want to be moving around are ones where it's very easy for them to get into. It's right here. We'll see if he can pick it up because it's really right in the middle of all of them. Good boy. All right, we're probably just going to do a couple more of these and then move on to other items that he can search through. This is okay. The wind is now blowing right at me, so he might not even pick it up until he's close to me, and then drive right to it. Just like that. Very good. It's there against the wall. We'll see how that goes. It's a very, very light breeze. But now he's down, he's upwind from it. To pick up the odor, he needs to be downwind from it if you're working in wind. Now he's downwind, and there it is. Good job. All right, so I'm gonna pick these up. Good boy, good boy. And then I am going to, actually I'm gonna move this clear over here so it's it's not blowing down into the deck of this. I'm gonna also pick up these brackets and put down the new items to search. And while I'm doing this, I will tell you what else I did last time. I used like plastic lids off of those plastic containers, and Gibbs found them way too interesting and too similar to being toys. So today, instead of using something like that again, I am using something a little bit heavier for him to just bat around and play with and pick up and move around. So today I am going to start off with some more pottery, and I am starting off with something a little bit shallow, and it's going to be my bowls. So and this time around, these bowls I'm going to turn upside down because this is going to be a brand new challenge where the odor is going to be coming down and through the seams is where he's going to have to find it. And so when I'm thinking about doing this, it's going to be a little bit different in that, like that bracket, I could move around an awful lot because he could get right on the odor. But here, since he can't, it's going to take a little bit for the odor to flood the area under the bowl so he can find it. With keeping that in mind, I'm probably going to move the bowl only once or twice because it takes a bit for that bowl, for the odor in the bowl to get flooded. See, he's looking through it already. I'm going to put it, oh my goodness, he already knows I have it. So I think what I'm going to do is move it here. Okay, Gibbs, there we go, and throw that and move it right there and see if he can find it. So this, I'm going to move these bowls a little bit further away from, it's this one right there. It might take a little bit for the odor to get flooded. Which one is it? Is it that one? I think it is that one. Is it this one? Let's look and see. Good boy! Yes! Good job! And the cool thing is, I can totally treat on top of this one if I wanted to do it, because I'm not going to move it. Oh, but there he goes. He goes a little bit. Let's move it down there and see how that goes. All right, buddy. So now it's clear at the end. You gonna find it? I can start introducing a word for him, which is seek. And I only want to use this word as he's actively doing what I would call seeking. All right. Good boy, good boy. Like I said, this presents a challenge because it's not easily accessible, and the odor is only coming out around the rims. He is downwind of the odor, so it might even be blowing and pulling on, good boy, some of the others there. All right, so what I'm going to do is try to distract him and move some of the empty bowls near it and keep it still in the same. It's in the middle of those four over there. So I'm just presenting him with a different looking puzzle, even though it itself is in the same. Oh yeah, it's a little bit warmer today, isn't it? You getting warm? All right, maybe we're gonna need to stop after this if you're so warm. Yes, good boy, good boy. Yes, good boy. And you know what? We don't need to work him to the point where he's so tired. Yes, good boy. So my next one I was going to do was actually very similar to this, but it's cups. And what's different about the cups is they're deeper than the bowls and provide a little bit bigger challenge because it has to go further down to the ground. Yes, good. So I waited for him there because it didn't really seem like he was totally sure that the odor was there. He knew it was in the area, but I wanted him to tell me, yes, I know it's there. Yes, just like that. So what I'm going to do is he can see that I'm moving things around, and he's probably going to suspect that I am moving his odor one around and present him with a different puzzle, and then we'll see about picking it up. Yes, good boy. And this is where you can move yourself to different areas because that in itself creates a different puzzle for him. Yes, good boy. And that's where we're going to stop for today. Good boy. And once again, I'm going to pick this up so he does not alert on it without me rewarding him. Thank you.